First, weighing in at 160 pounds, fighting out of Guadalajara, Mexico, Severn Jr. This tag team partner weighing in at 195 pounds, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Gringo Loco. And their tag team partner weighing in at 225 pounds, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, making his AIW debut, Steve Payne. And their opponents. First, weighing at 190 pounds, fighting out of the Philippines, DJ His tag team partner weighing in at 80 kilos, fighting out of New Laredo, Mexico, Laredo And their tag team partner weighing in at 185 pounds from the Oakland Road, Dog Max Carlos.
Absolution 11 underway, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you got your snacks. I hope you hit the bathroom, because you're not going to be able to catch your breath once this one gets going.
Matt Wadsworth here, joined by Colin Delaney. That's what you're supposed to say, but I said it. I'm here. I have my cerveza ready for a little lucha libre action, and if it's going like I think it's going to go, we're going to need to get on our feet to see over these people, because they're going to be up on theirs.
Absolutely packed house, standing room only at Our Lady of Mount Carmel, and they are thrilled to see it starting off with the lucha influx that has become such a hallmark of AIW action in recent months.
So what do we got here? We got Laredo Kid and we got Gringo Loco, I hear?
Gringo Loco, of course, no stranger. He's been one of the regulars with that lucha. Laredo Kid, of course, made his debut quite a bit ago, made a huge impression J-Lit weekend, and hasn't slowed down since.
My goodness gracious.
The two of them were on opposing sides.
Back to back goes for a Toreador. Here we go.
What's in the basement? Klopak, but look at that springboard off the top, rolling through. Gringo Loco missing with the kick, missing with the standing moonsault.
Up right to the arm drag. What action already? These two starting out hot and heavy. If this is how this thing's gonna start, my goodness.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, Colin. This is the way this is starting. This is the feeling out process. Is going at this speed. Wait till these guys actually get going.
My goodness, a couple of resortes, back to the feet, and a little bit of standoff.
Laredo Kid not backing down, nose to nose with Gringo Loco, looking for a little show of respect. There's one thing we know about Gringo, it's that there is no respect. Puts Laredo Kid down, but here comes DJZ off the back with the Rana. Steve Payne into the ring, making his AIW debut, as you heard Pedro announce.
Now Payne's a big boy, he's a big luchador.
But showing that don't let the size fool you, moving.
Drop lead, drop lead.
DJZ, who's one of the quickest guys around, the guy responsible for bringing that lucha influx here to AIW. And going all the way around, double rotation, spinning head scissors.
DJZ is hyped up.
And this crowd is right there with them, beating off the AIW faithful. Steve Payne sealing up pump kick, and here comes Matt Cross, of course, familiar to all of us here at AIW. We know him well, we've known him for years, we watched him grow up. But don't forget, a two-time Lucha Underground Trios champion. He's no stranger to these Lucha Trios. Now handspring over.
Okay, so I wanted to commentate this match mostly because I wanted to watch it. If I just stop making words, it's because I'm in awe.
Oh, there's good reason to be. I mean, Colin, lady, you're known for being a pretty good high flyer, being a pretty quick guy. These guys are moving at a pace that is just inhuman.
It's blowing my mind right now, Roger. It's blowing my mind. Big drop kick. Skyda Jr. sends M-Dude to the floor.
But Laredo Kid ready for him when he comes looking for it. Springboard crossbody. Right back to his feet. No break. No time to play to the crowd.
No time to breathe. I'm exhausted.
Top running through the ropes.
Slips through. Here he goes. Springboard up. Drop kick. See you later, Skyda Jr. Here he goes.
Laredo hitting, looking for that baseball slide. Skyda Jr. out of the way, but he's caught. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Get out of here.
Laredo Kid back into the ring, but here's where those lucha rules become so important to remember.
My goodness gracious. Gringo Loco maybe looking to slow this thing down a little bit. I would be. If I was in there, I'd have slowed this thing down 10 minutes ago. It started 5 ago.
The head scissors, the Rana attempt. And right there, Gringo Loco with the leg lariat, calling Steve Payne in, the two of them. Looking to size up Steve Payne there to keep DJZ from getting back in.
I do not envy Jake Clemens. I would be confused already.
Laredo Kid thrown to the floor, and Payne calling in Matt Cross, looking to kick that bottom rope. Cross gets through that, but still gets caught.
Big shot by Steve Payne. Steve Payne bringing the pain.
Oh, that boot right to the jaw. Now he's calling both men in, both of his partners.
Little trios action.
Well, and it took a second to get the message across. Obviously, that's where this gets interesting.
Yes, absolutely. Matt Cross, though, like you said, Matt Cross, very familiar with the trios action, though. This is familiar territory a little bit.
And look at this. Scotty Jr. Just bring him up into that double kick.
Steve Payne gonna fly?
Steve Payne and Gringo Loco both looking for it. They launch DJZ!
DJZ almost gets launched on the 4th row.
I couldn't think that side of the ring so open. Otherwise, he might have ended up. Oh, look at the elevation. Steve Payne just throwing him into the air down across that guardrail.
Laredo Kid probably went up 8 feet and got dropped face first on the guardrail.
Matt Cross dropped directly in front of us across the guardrail. Meanwhile, DJZ and Gringo Loco suplex right onto that entrance ramp. And this one, I tell you what, we were ready for high flying action. We were ready for this to go all over the place. I don't think we were expecting it to break down into an absolute brawl.
This is insanity. This match is actually insanity.
Steve Payne with a huge elevation on the monkey flip. And now DJZ and Matt Cross have both been taken down. And Laredo Kid is in a whole lot of pain.
I mean, DJZ and Matt Cross are great lucha wrestlers, but these three on the other side seem to just have the advantage. They have the leg up, you know. They seem to be more well-versed in this a little bit. And I think that Matt Cross and DJZ are great lucha libre style wrestlers. But man, do these three have the game right now. They've got the number on this one.
Well, and definitely the shine, the importance of opening up Absolution. Obviously not lost on DJZ, not lost on Matt Cross, both of them Absolution veterans.
How about that ovation for Matt Cross?
Woo! But absolutely no jitters, no butterflies out of their opponents.
Wow, a gory special down into a face crusher by Skyda Jr.
Meanwhile, Payne is just laying those forearms and those right hands into Matt Cross.
Yeah, the AIW veterans here are in trouble. A lot of trouble.
Let's not forget, Cross and DJZ were both in that huge main event last year at Absolution 10, that 10-man tag.
That dude's on TV.
Came out on the losing end there, and right now it's not looking good for them to reverse their luck a year later in Absolution 11.
They've still got time. I've worked with DJZ, I've worked with Matt Cross. You can never count him out, ever, ever, ever.
All right, now looking to stack him in the corner, but Laredo sent up and over by Matt Cross. Matt Cross catching DJZ, placing him gently onto the top rope. DJZ out of the corner with the diving Rana. Laredo Kid springboard Rana.
This is what they needed. They needed a little cohesion. They needed to work together. Right in the mush, big super kick.
Laredo Kid headed up top. Moonsault to the floor. Way down the near side over here. DJZ setting up. DJZ. Rana and Gringo Loco down. The diving Rana sending Gringo Loco to the floor.
My goodness gracious. I told you.
Wait,
I told you.
Matt Cross is up. Tope Paul Hilo wiping out the far side. And Steve Payne, the last man standing.
I think we both knew we were going to have to be on our feet for this one.
Steve Payne hitting the near ropes, hitting the far side. Matt Cross catches him. Shoulder to the midsection. Matt Cross with the standing moonsault.
619 to the gut of Steve Payne.
He's down and DJZ sizing him up. DJZ springboarding off of Steve Payne back to the floor. Are you kidding me?
On any other side of the ring, that would have been the fourth row. The fourth row, Wadsworth.
And meanwhile, you don't even get a chance to celebrate that. You don't even get a chance to think about that because Steve Payne and Laredo Kid are still in the ring right now. Laredo Kid runs through, hooks the legs, 2. Payne out on 2.
And the thing that's so crazy about this match is that if that ended right there, I would not have been shocked. It could end at any minute.
Oh, the elevation into the Ace Crusher! Did you see how high Laredo Kid bounced off the mat? But DJZ in to make the save.
I think this match is a game of, oh, you can go high, bet you I can get higher. Roll, DDT, no, to the feet, soul butt. Steve Payne going for a powerbomb, big to the legs.
Oh, straight down.
Huge face crusher. Steve Payne is on a roll. He is like butter.
And Steve Payne, it's not enough that he's hitting him, but he's putting him 5, 6, 7 feet up in the air before he hits him.
Goodness gracious.
Now Steve Payne stalling, looking for that moonsault, but he took too long to stall the ropes. And that time he's got no counter for the DDT.
He's got him. 1, 2.
Gringo Loco in to break it up. Skada Jr. right behind him.
This numbers game. Matt Cross, DJZ, and Laredo Kid need to use their advantage too. They've got the same amount of men, but Skada, Gringo Loco, and Steve Payne are just using it better.
All right there, it may come back to backfire. A little miscommunication. Now DJZ has both men using the rope springboard.
DJZ, there's fans on that side, my friend.
DJZ holding the ropes open, suicide dive!
Tope Suicida!
And now he's in his caught wheelbarrow position, but up and over, landing on his feet. DJZ ducks the lariat. And he gets all the way around into the
He threw him up like a pancake!
And Matt Cross is up top. Shooting star pressing and hits. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Absolution! Let's do this shit!
Introducing first, in the corner to my left, fighting out of Coldwater, Michigan, he is a UFC and pro wrestling legend, Dan the Beast Severn! And his opponent to my right, fighting out of Rochester, New York, is one half of the tag team to infinity and beyond, Colin, Delaney!
Listen, Jerry, joining me on commentary, getting ready to start this. Tom Dunn not checking for Colin Delaney for weapons, and that may have been Colin's best chance in this match.
I mean, he's going to need those. The Beast hasn't aged since 1991. He's a legit beast.
It's insane. I feel like you could watch UFC 4, and it looks like he just stepped right out of it.
Yes, I mean, the same sweatshirt, the same everything.
Dan Severn may murder someone this weekend, and I can't wait.
That was very quick. Very quick overhead belly to belly.
I mean, you talk about guys, Colin Delaney has done quite a bit in professional wrestling, and as much as he's known for mixed martial arts for UFC, Dan Severn's a two-time NWA World Champion.
He is. He's a legit beast, as I said. Colin's no joke. I'm sitting here. Colin wrestled at the Plainsboro South High School, record 39-9. So he's got a little bit of amateur background, but he's no Dan Severn.
Dan Severn is an Arizona State University Wrestling Hall of Famer, a UFC Hall of Famer, the only Triple Crown winner in UFC history. The man has won, not even fought 101 mixed martial arts, he has won 101 professional mixed martial arts fights. Colin Delaney has gotten a lesson in flying tonight.
Yes.
And I have a feeling it's not over.
Colin's going to have to use his speed, and it's not working for him so far. Little story I heard backstage, Dan Severn thought about winning the 1999 Royal Rumble. And really, who would have stopped him?
No one. Dan Severn decides he's going to do something this weekend, and I hope it's something we all like because we don't have a choice.
Colin is going to Suplex City right now. And I see Dan Severn's got that nicotine patch in, like he is ready to go tonight.
Another gut wrench like we saw, 3 released belly to bellies. Now we've seen 2 gut wrench suplexes. At this point, Colin Delaney needs to hope he walks out of the building because I don't think that's a given. Look at the smile. Look at Dan Severn's face right now, Jerry.
He is having fun just throwing Colin any way that he wants.
Hey, did you see the look on his face when the crowd started chanting that he was going to kill Colin?
I mean, when Dan Severn gives you the thumb across the throat, you're done. That's what's going to happen. Oh no.
People thought I was just joking around when I tweeted out earlier. I'm sorry, it was yesterday, I believe. The subtitle for this, as if it was an old In Your House pay-per-view, is Dan Severn and 23 victims.
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. If he wants to win this tournament, he's going to win this tournament. Whoa! That's what Colin needs to do. Bring out these wrestling holds, get in a quick pin, a quick stunner, a quick slam, a quick
look at him,
anything.
he's going right back into it. Right back into the roll-up. He knows exactly. He can't let Dan Severn get back to his feet. He's got his opening. And that may have been the wrong call. Starts throwing those right jabs.
No effect.
Dropped hold by Dan Severn. And he did that as easily as someone going out to get their newspaper in the morning.
No hesitation.
Like, I feel like he could have had a cup of coffee in his hand when he hit that drop to hold.
I don't know the last time that Dan Severn had a pro wrestling match, but it looks like he just got released from the Fed yesterday and he is ready to go. He's ready to prove to everybody that he can still go in the ring. And look at him right now. He is stretching Colin Delaney. Colin Delaney is no joke. He's a premier athlete.
That's a former absolute champion, multiple time tag team champion, gauntlet for the gold winner from #1. And Dan Severn looks like someone wrestling their 4-year-old nephew right now.
I bet Colin really wishes Cheech was out here right now. He'd make that hot tag and get out of the ring. And it looks like Dan Severn's almost got a banana split.
He is. It's not enough to pin the man. He's trying to rip his groin in half. I know people maybe used to deep analysis from me on these matches. The strategy that Dan Severn is using is he enjoys inflicting pain on Colin Delaney.
He's just choking him out. He's having fun. He's working the hard cam. He's smiling. He's having fun out there. And if he's having fun, you're in trouble. Oof. You could hear that over here, and it looked like it just hurt. Oh. Colin's out on his feet. We're 2 minutes into this, and Colin's out on his feet.
I think Colin was out on his feet after the first suplex. I'm not entirely sure, but I think Dan Severn may tomorrow, short of a miracle for Colin Delaney in this matchup, Dan Severn may enter himself in every four-way dance tomorrow in the second round because he needs a warm-up.
Crowd solidly behind the Beast. And there it goes again.
Listen, I'm going to start chanting it on commentary because I'm afraid if he sees us not chanting, he may head this way.
No, I don't want any part of that at all. Colin needs to keep getting those quick pins. Starting to stagger the Beast out with those jabs.
Those jabs are actually stinging, finding their mark. Irish whip, nope. Dan Severn's had enough, but he comes into the back elbow. Colin looking
Swats
for
him down like he's just nothing.
These people in the crowd think they have to encourage him. That was actually the strategy.
And now that's over. It's like that. That's over.
Sleeper is not. Look at Dan Severn. I think he was laughing. He was laughing at the concept of Colin Delaney stepping out.
Dan Severn just ran through.
The following grudge match is scheduled for one fall and is for the AIW Absolute Women's Championship. It is scheduled for one fall. Your referee in charge of the action at the sound of the bell, senior official Tom Dunn. Introducing first, in the corner to my left, the challenger, wearing black with gold and red trim. Fighting out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with a 15-10 MMA professional record, 14 by submission, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler!
Goes to the corner, the champ. Black.
And her opponent, wearing black with purple and silver trim, fighting out of Lafayette, Indiana. She is your reigning and defending AIW Absolute Women's Champion, the Punk Rock Ragdoll, Heidi Lovelace!
And we are underway. Our main event of Bloodsport and Aaron Bauer history being made tonight for the first time in Absolute Intense Wrestling history. A non-girls night out show is being main evented by a women's match, and it is a deeply, deeply personal matchup between Shayna Baszler and the AIW Women's Champion Heidi Lovelace.
Pardon interruption. Hey man, I was asked to do this match. I came here. I was asked by a friend of mine.
And Shayna on the outside taking issue with some fans of Heidi's.
Look, Shayna's for real.
Well, and we saw last month at Girls Night Out 18 just what can happen. A very controversial finish to her matchup with Heidi's good friend, Annie Social. And it was Heidi that actually rang the bell to end the match when Tom Dunn, currently in the ring, did not call for it. Annie Social, definitely, we send our best, and she made a great recovery following that. The power bomb by Shayna.
Look, I spoke to Tom Dunn before the match. Was he prepared? Was he ready to take on a match of this magnitude? He said he was. I don't know that he is, though.
Oh, and Shayna, we've seen this before, chaining together the potential submissions, the way she could end a match at any given second. She has felt disrespected in her transition to professional wrestling.
And I felt it earlier. I felt, last month I felt she was disrespectful in the way she entered professional wrestling and the way she's presented herself in professional wrestling in AIW.
Just stomping down, potentially breaking the wrist of Heidi Lovelace.
I told you, no joke, all legit, right here.
I mean, I've had a chance to speak to both of these women earlier today. I discussed with them the magnitude of this matchup, just what it means in absolute intense wrestling and in AIW history. Think of the list of some of the incredible female competitors that have come through AIW. None of them have ever headlined a main AIW roster show. And these two are doing it. Heidi Lovelace, of course, explaining to me there are so many reasons
How?
this matchup is important.
Hold on, I gotta ask. Has a champion ever gone in to a main event as the underdog?
It's tough to say that it's ever been this big of an underdog. Shayna Baszler has a reason. Shayna Baszler, number one, she wants to be that women's champion. She knows the people that have held it before, and she knows what it'll mean. Heidi Lovelace wants to hold that title. Heidi explaining to me before the show that she had seen the tweet I had sent out, and it wasn't lost on her the fact that that Sunday, nearly 2 days from now, would mark a full year as AIW Women's Champion. But to get there, she has got to get through Shayna Baszler, and Shayna.
How do you get through Shayna?
And Shayna, I don't think we've ever seen a female competitor in absolute intense wrestling quite like Shayna Baszler. Anyone as dangerous as Shayna Baszler.
Look, I know, and we can talk about this now. Antisocial, we took her to the back. She threw up on the shirt that I was wearing. She vomited on me that day.
The concussion, luckily not a high-grade concussion, but definitely suffered a concussion that day at the hands of Shayna Baszler, and that's another reason. As if Heidi doesn't have enough motivation with wanting to prove herself, wanting to be that women's champion, but then on top of it, to defend what is honestly her best friend's reputation and honor.
Even Heidi, she asked for this match. She wanted this match. She wants to fight. And, hey, nice drop kick. Heidi's been a great champion.
And Heidi, you see her still nursing that arm, trying to get feeling. We saw her trying to shake it out earlier. But right now, those savant kicks are hitting square on the jaw, one after another. And say, you want about being an underdog. I don't care who it is. They kick you with that velocity, and there's a good chance you might be out.
You know what? That was smart of Heidi there. You got to go for the cover while she's stunned, because you got to hope that's going to be your opening. That could be the end right there. You got to surprise. You got to surprise Shayna.
Heidi taking a couple shots, but again, not much velocity behind those, as she's still favoring that right arm. Heidi coming, caught, Shayna caught her, Rainmaker choke is cinched in, the body scissors locked now. Heidi struggling, and she gets to that bottom rope. Gets the foot to the bottom rope to force the break.
She's got till 5.
And Heidi looking for a break, looking to get a rest, looking to escape perhaps. Trying to regain anything she's got going, but Shayna Baszler.
Shayna's not on no bullshit.
Stalking.
She is not on it.
Tom Dunn giving a whole lot of leeway, letting them go around the outside.
Well, yeah, if you're Tom Dunn, what are you going to do?
He knows.
You have to let things go.
What is at stake? He knows full well what this match is. Heidi stopping herself short of that guardrail, hits that back kick, and now has the head scissors and drives Shayna face first into the guardrail. Not lost on anybody. Heidi Lovelace defeating Athena, the only two-time women's champion in AIW history. And we see that low angle. Rana driving Shayna face first one more time, this time into the mat, but it's only able to get a 2 count.
And what a difference of styles. I mean, you have a professional wrestling style where you just saw with like that seated Rana right there. But then you have Shayna, who just beats the shit out of you. Heidi looking like, she upped her game.
Now those forearms, she looks to be getting that feeling back in that right arm, bringing the shots in the corner. Shayna, though, reversing it.
This thing with Heidi, though, she's experienced. She knows.
Well, you want to talk about the difference between years of martial arts experience and professional wrestling. You saw Shayna slashing those elbows across, and now Heidi was looking for a reversal out of the corner, and it just ripped it face first into the top turnbuckle.
Oh my God.
Cover 2. Heidi looking to kick out, perhaps was looking for a crucifix roll-up. Shayna, though, was ready, rolling through, looking to isolate that leg. She continues to roll through, looking to separate it. Attempting to get a hold, no luck there, but there's that dead lift gut wrench. And it's always a bad landing. The gut wrench suplex she rolls
She's
through,
not done, though.
Maintains the grip the whole way through. That grip strength from Shayna Baszler is out of this world, Aaron.
Look, I don't want to make comparisons. I don't want to make comparisons, but I don't know who Shayna reminds you of, but to me, she reminds me of Chris Benoit.
Well, definitely that same intense style. Just straightforward, always attacking. Oh, and that leg kick right into the hamstring.
Come on.
And Heidi calling her out on it. And last time someone in an AIW ring called out Shayna Baszler, it ended with a concussion for that competitor. But she's ready that time, drives the knee through the jaw. The savate kick once again on point. The spinning back kick, double Shayna over now, hits the ropes. Perhaps looking, there's a destroyer! And Shayna Baszler is out on one. Look at Heidi's face.
Look at Shayna. Look at Heidi's thing. Oh, shit.
Square on the jaw, and still she's out on 2.
That wasn't a 1 count that time. That was almost 3. Good for Heidi there, but Shayna, and look, I wasn't her biggest fan, especially after the last event.
Heidi Lovelace is up top, looking for a senton, and she hits it. Now look to be going back in a second. Shayna's got her, and we've seen this through the elbows. Those elbows on point.
We've seen it.
Jaw, transitioning into the choke. For a second there, we were eerily similar to how that match with Annie Social ended. Look to be getting the ropes. But
Shayna Baszler wants to win her first major championship right here in Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Heidi has nowhere to go. Tom Dunn is right there checking. And Heidi's out!
That's it!
Heidi's out!
That's it!
Shayna Baszler is your new AIW Women's Champion!
Oh my God!